All right, everybody, this is our YouTube training for 8/22/25. And today we're going to get into a topic of content creation, kind of how to put all this together. But I'm going to show you practically what you guys could be doing literally on a week-to-week basis. And most of the heavy work is done for you. So let me just kind of weave a story on how today's training came about. I'm committed to making sure I'm on top of what's going on locally. Like I want to know new developments, new businesses, new entertainment venues, like anything going on within 35 miles of Claremont, which includes Orlando and Disney and SeaWorld and Universal, including, my city and the cities next to me. I want to know what's going on because it's all newsworthy. It's all YouTube channel worthy. And this is the stuff people are searching for. Okay. So I got wind of a development in downtown Claremont. Now, to show you what I mean, you see my background? Okay. And Deb, this is for you. On that new software that I'm using right now for editing, this was a free download. This is my city, guys. This is Claremont, Florida. Okay. Do y'all see over here? Oh, you guys, you're not. Oh, it's just behind me. But there's brick roads. They just redid all these roads. They're all brick. This town is sandwiched between the Claremont chain of lakes. So there's three major lakes that abut this town, big lakes. This is Lake Minneola. Minneola goes into Lake Minnehaha and then eventually Lake Louisa. And so this background is what I'm using now for my Claremont videos. Y'all see that? Pretty cool stuff, right? That was included, Deb, in that software. There's many different versions of some drone shots for my city. All right, let me go ahead and get rid of this background now because it's not apropos for today. Let's go back to that one. But my wife and I have been noticing a certain area in downtown Claremont that's been leveled. It used to be the old Claremont Lumber Yard, owned by a very prominent citizen who's passed away, but he was well known in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. At one point, he became the mayor of Claremont, um, and he owned a massive lumber yard. And the lumber yard has been vacant for many years now, probably well over 10. And it just sat there deteriorating. Okay. And one day, my wife and I are driving, and we noticed that the lumber yard was gone and the dirt was starting to get moved around. And we're like, wonder what's going on. Then we noticed that not only the lumber yard, but the entire area, which is abuts the city of Claremont and Lake Minneola, was flattened, and it looked like something was coming in, and it was something big. So the other day, I got a news flash that the Claremont Lumber Project is now officially on track for being created. And so what it is, and it's like everybody is buzzing now. So it is something that if you get in early with something like this on your YouTube channel, you're going to be ahead of your competition. That's why you want to know what's going on with your city. So this is going to be a development where they're bringing in 230 to 285 one and two bedroom apartments, and it's going to be marketed to people that are looking for that city life, that low key city life, the old city, but they work from home or they don't commute to work. And they are going to be building restaurants around the lumberyard project, 50,000 square foot commercial buildings. They're going to build a restaurant with a top sky view, so it'll have a on top of the restaurant an area for people to go and have drinks and sit at tables, and it'll have this railing that is see-through, right? And you're going to be able to see the views of the city and the lake. I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something about this. So I did. What I did, guys, is I got in my nice new truck and I drove to downtown Claremont. Got out of my truck and I shoot some videos of the land that they are currently moving soil around and they're putting pylons in. I did about a 45-second video. That's the one I wanted for this. And I went back home and I uploaded the video to my software. And then I went into ChatGPT and I asked Chat if it knew about the lumberyard project. And lo and behold, it gave me everything. Yes, this is a brand new this, and it's going to be 30, $47 million investment and this, that, and the, and it's going to have all. I'm like, oh, wow. So then I said, well, Chat, you know all about my local YouTube channel for real estate in Claremont. I would like you to create a script with all of the most important components of this particular site. And I want it to be geared for people looking at relocating or moving here. Please make it exciting, interesting. Make sure that there's a hook at the beginning. And at the end, the call to action. If you are thinking about making a move, if you want more information on this and other projects in or near Claremont, reach out to Kelly. His phone number's down below, blah, blah, blah. He gave me an amazing script. And I asked for it to be around 5 to 7 minutes. It did it. Then chat said, would you like me to create this for a teleprompter? Yes. And so I recorded the video. And here is what I did. And guys, I just posted this yesterday afternoon. Okay. Let me share my screen. And we are now sitting at 51 views posted yesterday later afternoon. This was sitting at 34 views this morning, right? And so when I went to Google and I typed in Claremont Lumber Project, look whose video is number one now. Kelly, that's mine. And to make sure that I wasn't skewing the numbers, I went over and I said incognito window. And there I am. So the incognito window is not tracking cook. It's not doing any of that. It literally, like if you go incognito and go to YouTube, it's going to ask you to log in or you're going to search. It's not going to remember your search history. So these are not skewed results. First video right there, Mr. Kelly. That's what you guys are, that's what you're looking for right there. If you stay ahead of your local competition on relevant things, you're going to see some massive results like this. Now, had I waited another 6 or 8 months, there are about 12 really good real estate agents within 50 miles of Claremont that constantly post Claremont topics. Had I waited, my video wouldn't be on the first page. There would be 3 or 4 other videos on there already, and it would be hard for me to knock them off. Now, that's not going to say that my video eventually won't be knocked off. If somebody puts together a much better video and it gets, it is what it is. But had I waited, I wouldn't be there. And so now there is a buzz. There is a massive buzz with the Claremont Lumber Project. Guess whose video is there? Mine. So, guys, as you are doing your dead level best, make sure you're staying real relevant with what's going on. Now, let's go to part 2 of this. I wanted to show you the video that I up. And guys, let me tell you this. It took me literally 5 minutes and 6 minutes and 19 seconds. It was a one shot because I just read the teleprompter. It took me hardly any time to upload the video of the wellness, or I'm sorry, of the lumber project. It took me another 30 minutes to tighten the edits, to get rid of, stuff that was like the first 10 seconds of the video when I was just staring at the camera. I had to edit the video. So I might, by the time I factor in getting out of my car, driving down, shooting the video, coming back, uploading the video, shooting the video, sending it over to Flixeer, editing it, doing all of that, downloading the video, and then uploading it to YouTube, putting the correct title in, the thumbnail, everything, I might have 2 hours on this video, right? Super simple process. Can you imagine doing this twice a week, 5 hours a week, 2 videos? That's 8.5 a month. That's almost 100 videos a year of something this simple. Well, you can do it. So then I got to thinking this morning. I got up this morning. I said, let's continue this thread of putting content out, at least if not daily. My goal, guys, my goal is every day to drop something, an 8-minute, 5 to 8 minute video about something unique in Claremont, right? So I got up today and I said, you know what would it be like if I started doing a video once a month on the newest things happening in Claremont, the local towns, and then Orlando and the theme parks because they're all within 30 miles of my address. The focus will be Claremont, but then the surrounding area. So I went over to chat, and guys, here's what I did. I'm just going to read it to you. I said, I have a YouTube channel that is dedicated to Claremont, Florida. The cities closest to Claremont are Groveland, Mineola, and Mount Vernon. I want you to look at everything that would be a worthy interest video for these areas, new businesses, new events, real estate related news, and everything that a viewer would find interesting and worth watching. The purpose is to generate content for the videos for my channel. I want to do this monthly, so do not include older instances. We are also not far from Orlando, so if there's something of interest that would be worthy, include that. Now, what I'm going to do for you guys today, I'm not going to give you the link to this. I'm going to give you this chat. All you have to do is replace the word Claremont. I just gave it to you in chat, so make sure before we're done, you copy that, bring it over into your chat. Before you hit enter, just change out the word Claremont, Florida, put your city, your state, and then change out any of these local towns or any areas of interest and get rid of mine and add yours, and then hit go. Now, what chat did is it said, got it. To help me gather the most, it asked me 3 questions. I answered the questions. Great. Now, one other big piece of news here. I did go ahead for this. This is key. Before you post this content, don't take my content and post it right away. I want you to open up a chat. I want you to hit the plus button. And what I did was deep research. Okay. This is taking it to a higher level. It took about 20 minutes for it to finish. Deep research is telling chat, look, we're going to go beyond just the, hey, Sister Flanagan farted on Highway 50 last week. That's not big news. I don't care about that. I'm talking big news, deep research. Can't believe I'd said the word farted, but it's on here, it's recorded. Deal with it. So it asked me some questions. I answered it, and then it said, great, I'll gather August 2025 updates and upcoming events. It completed the research. Actually, it told me it's 6 minutes. I thought it was longer than that. So in 6 minutes, it referenced 20 sources and 53 sources. And then it gave me this. Look at all of this content. Okay. Can you take the above information and put together a script? This is what I said. And that's 10 minutes long or less. I want to cover the info for YouTube. Here's a polished 10-minute script. So there was my script, guys. The hook, segment 1 was new businesses, community events, real estate and development, market snapshot, and then the big picture, Wellness Way in Orlando. So do you know what I did, guys? I went ahead and brought this script, which is on that screen there, over to this screen. I didn't even put it in a teleprompter. I just put it right there. I opened up Zoom and I moved the Zoom from where I'm at now to that monitor. And I started recording. I came back to this screen and I waited a couple seconds. And then I started reading these lines and I was able to add enough filler that it just flowed. So I started something like this. You know what? The market is shifting. And I don't read it like a robot. The market is shifting. North Carolina State. No. You're going to read this and make it interesting. You don't even have to. You can be a little bit less energetic than me. It doesn't mean that it's bad. You guys know me. I'm boisterous. I'm loud. I'm energetic. But just don't read it like you're reading a teleprompter. And not like Eeyore. Hello. This is no, don't do that. So I started with, the market is shifting. North Claremont is seeing inventory rise, and I didn't rush it. That's key. So I read the entire bit, right? And I came back, and then I went ahead, and I had to actually, when I was done reading, I waited a couple seconds for edits. Then I went over and I exited out the Zoom, and then it saved the video, the MP4 to my computer. And then, guys, I took it to my software. Now, here is where you're going to make a video so professional, it's not even funny. This is not going to be a final video. And just to show you what it sounds like, okay? Let me share my sound. I'm not playing this whole thing for you guys. Tell me if you can hear this, guys, okay? I'm going to play it. There's a lot happening right now. Whether you're already here in Claremont, can y'all hear it? Mineola, Mascot, maybe Winter Garden, Orlando.
Barely.
Not let me share
A
sound.
little bit. A little bit.
Thinking about moving, or you're just curious.
It's good enough.
For Florida, maybe it's Claremont.
Hey, Callie, while you're playing that, I had a thought.
Right. Go for it.
After, this video, you can throw all that, well, not all of it, but a lot of it, make it a prompt for Gamma, print it as a PDF and attach it so they can, yep, sorry, I'll shut up.
Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you. That's why I love you, Ninja Maniacs. Deb for the win. So, what she just said, and I didn't even think about that, Deb. So, today you get to wear the ninja hat. So, you create the slide, you create the PDF, if you will, the document in Gamma off of the transcript. Then at the very last slide, just put your contact information in. Gamma will give you a website address for that slide. In YouTube, say I've created, go ahead and check out our slideshow of August 2025's current events in Claremont. If you enjoyed the video, I've got a free slide. You can read through it at any time, and it's a free gift to you. Like Deb, that's amazing. Amazing. I love it. Do you also know that you can take the YouTube video when you're done and add that to the top of the slide? Hey guys,
Yeah.
here's the video I just shot on Claremont, yada, yada, so forth and so on. Now, I've got the entire manuscript below. You guys can go through it to see what's happening, but watch the video. It'll walk you through the whole thing. Right? You can do, I mean, the stuff you can do with GAM is amazing. Anyway, great comment, Deb. Love it. So there's the video. It's 16 minutes long. I did say, now, again, there's nothing wrong with 16 minutes. I like that. I did tell it to give me a 10-minute script. It did, but I also added some things, right? Some of my flavor. Just because you get a script, again, don't read it word for word. Read the script, and then as you're reading it, if something pops up into your mind, don't go too far dogleg left or right. Stay on topic, but add some filler to the cream, right? Add some butter to the cheese sandwich. And so I took it from a 10-minute script to 16 minutes, but I'm not done. So then what I did, guys, is I went back to the original document, starting with segment one, and I grabbed all of the interesting facts that it's talking about. For instance, White Castle just opened a location. It's the second location in Florida, and it opened in Claremont a week ago, and it's literally a 50-minute wait and drive-through at this point to get a White Castle, which is stupid, but it is what it is. And then it's talking about a new sushi and hibachi restaurant called Kazuni. So what I did is I grabbed a Word document and I came up with all of the elements in this particular video that I want to go and get in my car, take my phone, and just snap either a video or a picture. So for White Castle, it's 5 minutes from my house. I'm going to go do about a 20-second video. When I start talking about this White Castle event, I'm going to go ahead and superimpose the 20-second video of White Castle. I'm going to do the same thing with the Kizunu Sushi and Hibachi, and then the Black Rabbit Book Bar. Now, for the Claremont First Friday food trucks, the Claremont Wine Straw, the Old Lumber Yard, I've already got video for that. Then we've got a Mineola, Groveland, and Mount Verde map that I can actually create on my computer and screenshot. An Olympus Way and a Wellness Way map. I can shot that from my computer. The Universal Epic Adventure B-roll. I can find B-roll on Canva for that, or I can create something in Canva, and then I've got. So what I'm going to do is build my assets here. That is going to take me about an hour. The majority of the time is going to be me going to the first three businesses to get some 15-second B-roll. The rest of it is just simply create it, download it. Then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to come back to my video here, okay? And I'm going to upload those assets. And then as I am watching the video, so let's just look real quick. Whether you're already here in Claremont, Groveland, Mineola, Mascot, maybe Winter Garden, Orlando, whether you are here already or you're thinking about moving, or you're just curious, what's going on in Central Florida? Maybe it's Claremont really the place I keep hearing about, right? Well, stay tuned because we're going to get into everything in August that, or maybe is Claremont really the place I keep hearing about, right? So, in a couple minutes, I'm going to start with in the script. I'm going to start when I get through the hook. I'm going to start with Claremont just scored some big openings this month. When I get to the White Castle, I'm going to have that 10 to 15-second video of Claremont's White Castle suddenly pop up. This is how you create videos that people love to watch. It's not just static. Guys, I can be in and out of this video in about 2 hours, maybe two and a half, by the time I get my assets. Again, this is a video that I plan on doing once a month. Very simple. All I have to do in September, end of September, so a month from now, go into September and prompt it with the same thing. Tell me about what's going on in September and possibly November, right? And so what you can do with this is either do it monthly or do it quarterly. I'm thinking right now, and I'm gonna actually call myself out. I'm not doing this once a month. I'm gonna do this once a quarter. So I just did August. In December, I'll do the next one because I'm gonna give my area time to catch up with some new stuff. Because in December, they're gonna start talking about the pig on the pond next year, the Christmas parade, right? So there'll be some additional highlights. So what I'm thinking for this, the um, the prompt that I just gave you, once you change it all, change it to once a quarter. But guys, once it delivers you the information, you simply go in there, record the video, then go get your B-roll. When you edit it, edit in your B-roll, and it will look something like this. And let me see if I can do this. So this is the one that I just did, guys. And I want to also show you something else. Where are we at? Okay, there we go. Do y'all notice I'm in Claremont? This is downtown Claremont. Doesn't that look much? Doesn't this right here? Doesn't that look much better than a static something of your city?
It does. And you know what? Your hair looks fabulous.
Oh, stop it.
I'm serious. You look really good.
I
Look at
love it.
you.
Deb,
All
you got two
bougie.
ninja hats. Um, the back of that, I typically don't like it to be busy. That's a little busier, but oh, okay. So y'all see how I spliced that in? I just create. You know where I got that from? Canva. Canva actually has introductory video A roll and B roll. I just grabbed it from Canva, added the living in Claremont, and then over at my software, it had free music. So check out the music. I know it's kind of hard to hear, guys. For some reason, I normally get I normally have a link that says share sound, and I don't have that right now, and I apologize. So here, turn it up. Claremont is where I live. It's so in just a minute, I want to show you the transition to the B-roll that I did on my phone. This is your information source. So guys, if you live here, okay. So the first one is going to be a Google map that I created and shot, and then put that in there. South Lake Trail. It's about 12 acres. Okay, and then the next one is right here, which is the video I shot from my truck. Buildings. Now, most of these, and I know what you're thinking, oh my goodness, do we need more apartments? Well, there is a method to the madness. Because down. So, guys, how simple is that? Like when I hear an agent say, oh, it's so, no, it's not difficult. You can actually do a lot of what I just did in Canva. You know, Canva has an amazing editor, a video editor. I like Flixier, and I'm trying out another one right now that I'm starting to like, but it's a little different than what I'm using. So I'm having a learning curve, but it's got a lot more A-roll and B-roll for me. And it has some cool text added to screen features. More on that later. But I did all of that in Flixier, and literally, Barbara Jennings told us, and for those of you, if I happen to put this on, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is something we do, guys, every week. I'll drop a link in the description. You're welcome to join us. But Barbara Jennings, she just capped at her brokerage. Cap means that she is now a 100% agent. And then she let us know that one of her sales was an $800,000 home and it was a lead from YouTube. So we know this stuff works. Guys, when I was all in on this, I did six figures my first year. I didn't get my first deal for 6 months, but I did six figures that year. Most of it was buyers because I was concentrating on new construction, which I'm fine with that. If a buyer is going to reach out to me because I did a video walkthrough on new construction, and by the way, almost all of the buyers I worked with when I did the six figures, they were all looking at new construction because of my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel was prospecting 8 to 12 hours a day for me. Levi Lasik, that guy's built such a machine over there. He's all in, like 100% all in on YouTube. He said yesterday that his channel prospects 400 hours every hour. That's how much watch time every hour is on. Can you imagine when's the last time you prospected 400 hours in a freaking month? Right? His channel's doing it every hour. So the goal is for you to get enough content out there that your channel is your AI assistant, it is your VA, it's your scheduler, it's your press releaser, it's everything. Well, how do you get there? You gotta drop content like this, right? We don't want to drop content on channels about Mrs. Pollyanna's tree cat was up a tree and the fire department got it out. People don't care. Ain't got no time for that. People want to know stuff happening. They want to know what are the homes like. Show us some examples of current active homes. Show us the new construction going on. What are the restaurants like? Y'all need to be doing videos on the school district. What are the schools like? You need to do videos, even if you're not a church person, you need to do videos on local churches. People are literally looking right now on YouTube for your city, and they're specifically wanting to know what churches are there before they make a decision. Some people aren't going to move there if they can't find information on churches, because that is very important to them, or synagogues, or mosques. Right? I will do videos on local mosque. Here, if you're a Muslim, there's three mosques. This is what they are. Here's their address. Do a drive-by and show it to you. If you're thinking of relocate, I don't care. I keep my religious viewpoint, my politics out of the deal. If you are truly looking to move, I love you as a human being. And you need to make the decision on your channel to put content that people are wanting to watch. That lumberyard video will probably be one of my top videos within 6 months because that concept for that area is now blowing up. I even thought about doing a video on the when it first opened on the White Castle, and I'm still thinking about doing it this weekend just because it's still got such social media attention. I'm even thinking of doing one on Cracker Barrel. We have a Cracker Barrel here in town, and y'all have seen all of the crap going on with Cracker Barrel. I'm thinking of doing one at Cracker Barrel, maybe a YouTube short. Hey, everybody, Kelly, the real estate ninja. And yes, we do crazy stuff here on our channel, but I got a question for you. If you're new to the channel or you're a returning user, Cracker Barrel's behind me. Drop comments below. What do you think about their new rebrand? What do you think about their new logo? And what do you think about them taking the restaurants style wise into a different direction? Love to hear your comments. Drop them below. Let the fun begin. Like that is a killer short that will get a lot of views. So, guys, that's what you want to do on your channels. Utilize ChatGPT. Make sure you are in the know on local events. What's happening in your town? And immediately, if something is going on in your town that you think will blow up, be the first agent to do a video on that. So, guys, that's what I've got for you today. I told you it wasn't going to be super deep, but deep enough that you can see the results are there, that things are happening. I'm going to stop recording in just a minute. Again, if you're on YouTube, look below. I'll leave a link. You can join us live for these YouTube trainings and just simply respond to me. My email is in the description. Email me if you want access to our school academy. We've got all of our live trainings on there. I let you in for free. Some amazing stuff there. All right, that's it. If you're on YouTube, I'll see you next week.